Good morning, YouTube. We are 2 days out from the FitX finals, from the final show of the year. We have something ridiculous like 700 odd grams of carbs to eat today. I've done my PT session, checked in with my coach. That was the last PT session, by the way. The last PT session for a month. So I've got a month off from now. So weird feeling knowing that I've not got anything booked in at all for the next month. Mate, it's weird. It's kind of sad in a way because I love my job so much and I love seeing my clients all the time. I love being in the gym that I work in. It's going to be so weird to take some time off, especially the amount of time that I'm having off because I've not had that much time off for such a long time. But everyone's due a break every now and then, and I'm definitely due a break. It's been a long year, a very enjoyable year, one of the best years of my life, but it's been long. So I'm well due a break. So gonna vlog today, of course, show you what I get up to and take you along for the journey. So let's get stuck in. First things first, every day writing down the food that Aaron's got me eating. Obviously I've not written it down yet, but I will write it down now. Just in case anyone is wondering how many calories I'm on today. So I often tell you like the food that I am eating, but I've not actually told you how many calories on these days I've been having. Now today is the highest amount of calories I've had for a fucking long time, right? And it works out in total 4,155 calories. 714 grams of which are carbs, 200 grams of protein and 55 grams of fat. 4,155 calories. That's nuts. That is nuts. And the thing is, it's not even going to fill me up. Like you'd expect, like the average person couldn't fit in 4,000 calories a day. And this is all healthy food sources, bearing in mind, like, I know that I could eat double this, like comfortably I could eat double this, which is nuts. But yeah, just if you're interested, 4,100, just over. This is starting to feel a little bit like Groundhog Day, to be honest. Back in the car, off to get a haircut, which is the exact same routine I had done for the first two shows. My camera is all over the place. I'll pick this up in a minute. Off for a haircut, mate. It's like Groundhog Day, and I need to get the Swede trimmed. Same as the last two peak weeks. So if you've been following so far, you know this is the normal routine. And you also know it's the normal routine for me to be running ever so slightly late for it. So, gotta go.
Literally just finished anyway, so.
Smile. What's good, people? The time is 23 minutes past 2 and I'm out on a dog walk. Do you know what? I've put it in at this point just purely because I've eaten so much food that my stomach is screaming at me. Not in a bad way, but it's just full, and it's like a weird feeling being full after so long. So just thought I'd come around, get it shifted, get it moving around a little bit. Also give the dog a little break out in the sun as well from his long hard day of doing sweet fuck all. There he is. Yeah, so about 4,000 steps is what I'm gonna do. So again, just another like 20-25 minute walk-ish, and then off to the gym. Once my food's digested, I'll then head off to the gym, get the last session in, and get some videos there. Also on these walks, I take the time to then like go back through my WhatsApp, my Instagram, or like emails, anyone that's like messaged me with like questions or queries, anything like that, like clients, this is the time I'll just like stick my head into my phone. Just, you know, it helps just to pass time as well, like, so especially in like the deepest, hardest part of prep. Like when the last thing you want to do is go out for a walk, so you just sort of, you're finding any excuse you can to sort of like push it back in the day, by just using it as like another little like hour to get some work done. It makes it a much more like doable task. So that's what I do. And also on prep, like, you get really bored of listening to music. Like, music's like the shittest thing ever at times, and all you want is silence. So it's kind of nice just to come out and just, like, sometimes with no phone, sometimes with your phone, obviously, to check up on things, but like, it just helps pass the time a little bit quicker. Also, going for walks when you're on prep is like the biggest game of like Russian roulette ever, right? Because you're drinking 7-8 litres of water a day. You could just need a piss at any time, so you've got to really plan out your route to make sure that there's like a friendly tree around that you can just take a leak on, like, whenever you need to. And also, like, being with a dog, it's kind of funny making him wait for me to take a piss for once, because normally it's the other way around. Normally he's like stopping at every possible situation, cocking his leg on something, and now it's my turn. So I'm like, yeah, how'd you like that? Whoa! I need to think of a new setup on this. Fuck, because one day this is gonna go big time. Hopefully that fucking stays still now. Right, I have just got to the gym. The time is 4:23. The last pump session, the last session of this prep, which is mad to say, it's crazy. I'm just gonna get in there and stick my headphones on and just enjoy it. I think I've had probably the best part of 4,000 calories by this point. Maybe I've probably got about, I don't know, 1,200 to go. So I'm sure I'm gonna have a nasty pump. What I do on these pump sessions, so Aaron has basically sent me through like a list of exercises that he wants me to do. And so as you can see, I put it as my wallpaper, and then I'll just put it on, do not disturb. Hey, caught it. There you go. Put it on do not disturb just to make sure that I get my head down, keep my head down as well. Obviously, in case of emergencies, there are some people that can still contact me when I'm on do not disturb, but it just stops me from having like group chat discussions going off, do you know what I mean? So literally got my headphones, got my 2 scoops of carbs in there, and we're just gonna get in, get it done, and then do some posing after. My final 2 meals are prepped. I have packed for tomorrow. All that's left to do is shit shower shave. So I've got to shave, exfoliate, moisturize as well, and then just prepping food for tomorrow, which I'm sure will be much the same as what it has been the last 2 one-day out days. And yeah, then just chilling out for the evening. So hopefully I'll be all done by about 8 o'clock today, and then just wind down, relax, and get ready for the journey up there tomorrow. It's only up to Birmingham, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully it doesn't take me fucking 8 hours this time. So I'm going to leave nice and early. Hopefully there's no lorries that catch fire on the motorway this time. That'd be quite nice. I don't think anyone was hurt in that, so I don't feel bad making jokes about it. But if somebody was hurt, then I wouldn't make a joke about it. Anyway, waffling again, as per. So let's get in there and do it. Let's go! The gym for push. Starting off with incline Smith press. We've literally got 2 sets of like high reps. So again, the idea is not to fatigue myself, just to get some blood into the area. The gym is super quiet tonight. Thursday is normally people's rest day, so they'll do like push, Monday, international chest day, pull Tuesday, legs Wednesday if they do train legs, and then Thursday's normally rest. So at the moment it's nice and quiet, so I'm going to try and get it done, get as much footage filmed as possible. One thing that I found, like come the end of prep, is I've started listening to, what's on? Yeah. I'm recording. I am. It's a red line. Say hello to the vlog, Dave.
Alright.
Come on, Dave, don't be shy. Did he?
Heavier weights in videos, right? Because people can look at that and be like...
These are 20s.
Yeah, because I made a goal.
Hey, it's only a pump session. Don't be nasty. What I've noticed since being at the back end of prep is that for some reason I keep choosing like dead sad songs to train to. So at the minute I've got, and I never ever listen to this sort of shit, right? But like the Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper song, which is like dead sad, I just have it on repeat like a lot of the time, which is really weird, but sort of gets me through it, so it works. This honestly feels like it's the last time I'm ever gonna be this shredded, and I'm fucking sad about it. It's shit, mate. Because realistically, you can't maintain this after a comp. Like, it's just ridiculous to even try to maintain the leanness that you've got. It's so unhealthy. Got to put body fat on. But it doesn't make it any easier. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, just because you've got to gain fat and you've got to get healthy again, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's like what you want to do. The final session is done, and this is the last time really that I'm going to see myself like this shredded in the gym, which is fucking sad, mate, because you kind of get used to being shredded after a while, and it's not a nice thought to have to go back to normal life again, which is a fucking weird like mindset to be in. I think, do you know, after the first year that I competed, I really struggled, and I think, to be honest, I definitely had like quite a major eating condition after the first show that I had, and it is spoken about a fair bit, to be fair, like in bodybuilding. Like, obviously post-show refeed, post-show like binges, like that is a real thing. It does happen, it's so common. Like, just because it's common doesn't mean it's like the right thing to happen. But you got to think, you've been starving yourself for literally like months. I've been dieting now for like 260 days all in total. 260 days of like counting calories, like that's bound to catch up with you. Like your brain isn't, like we're hunter-gatherers as like a species. Like, we're supposed to just, like when we're hungry, we're supposed to go and get food. We're not supposed to go get food, bring it home, prep it, weigh it, portion it out, you know, count the amount of protein in it. Like, that's not what we're supposed to do as species. We're supposed to just fucking go and kill shit and fucking eat it. So we're not, our brains aren't wired up that way. But like you literally do it for months at a time. And so naturally your brain is gonna struggle like going back to normal life again. Also because you've been on such like low dietary fats and like your hormone imbalance is all out of whack, like there's so much to it that will make you then start to want to eat shit again. As soon as you're like able to eat shit, you're like, right, I'll have a little bit of shit, but where does the shit stop? Do you know what I mean? Because like I know I've got to gain fat, so I'm gonna eat to gain fat. But then when I get too fat, I'm gonna be like, oh, I hate the way that I look. So it's difficult, it's hard. But I do, having said that, I do feel like a much better position this year than what I was the year before. I do feel like my relationship with food is a lot healthier. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. I'm gonna try, as I say, like my goal now, like I have a goal in place. I'm gonna compete again in 2 years' time. I just need to make sure that I set myself up as best as possible to then achieve that goal. So I'm now forward thinking already, like even before I finish prep, I'm thinking forward, thinking ahead to the next goal, setting myself up nicely. So home, to eat meal 4, meal 5, shit, shower, shave, and chill out. Peace. Goodbye. Goodbye for a month. So I've now got my cream of rice meal, and I don't know if it was on this video or one from before, but I briefly mentioned like what I do with my cream of rice. Now this is the mixing bowl that I use. For reference, like it's a big mixing bowl, right? And I don't want to spill it, but like it looks a little bit like slop. But it's one of my favourite things at the minute. A, because there's just so much volume. And B, because I mix in my carrot cake, whey protein as well. This is the absolute best flavour you can get, like bar none. When we get it in at the gym, like even if I've got a full tub at home, I get it in. I buy it straight away because I can't go without it, it's that good. It is genuinely insane. My other favourite flavour is chocolate pistachio. So chocolate pistachio and carrot cake, those are the two. If you haven't tried them, try them. They go well in anything. If you're still unsure what cream of rice is, I'm going to show you. So I've got the Siamex plain, like original flavour cream of rice. Effectively, it's just a really easy carb source to digest because there's like no fibre in it at all. So literally just straight carbs pretty much. You've got like the tiniest little bit of fat in there. So per 100 grams, you've got 3 grams of fat, 6.5 grams of protein, but 75 grams of carbs. And it's just super like versatile. You can put any flavor whey in there that you want if you want like a chocolate one. Also got Rice Krispies with this meal. So I've got 40 grams of Rice Krispies again. The reason for the Rice Krispies is because they're low in fibre. Super easy to digest. So both low in fibre, both very high in carbs, with a banana in there as well, a little bit of protein. Good for pre or post-workout really. So pre, obviously it means that you're gonna utilize the glycogen stores from these carbohydrates before your session. If you're having it post-workout, then you're gonna replenish those glycogen stores. So a bodybuilder's dream, basically. It ain't pretty, but it's honest. So I've got bananas under there, got a little bit of decaf coffee, protein, cream of rice, Rice Krispies, and a little bit of salt. After the cream of rice meal, I have showered, exfoliated, shaved, and moisturised. So that is the pre-tanning routine. So my tan is tomorrow. I'm going to get there for 4 o'clock. So I've got to leave my house in Taunton at about 11 o'clock, drive up to Birmingham, allow a couple hours extra onto the journey just in case anything happens on the motorway. Check into my Airbnb at 2 o'clock, chill out there for a little bit, get my final meal in before the tan, and then go to get tanned and register for the show. And then from there, it's just chilling out. So no more training, it's just travel now. So just got to travel up there, and then it's showtime, showtime. We're nearly at the end of what's been like a 260-day diet. So I started back in February. Signed up to the first show back in February and been dieting ever since. There was a period of time where I got ill during prep. I actually gave myself food poisoning from chicken. I had something called Campylobacter, and it absolutely ruined me. So I was in hospital for a week, I think, which was not ideal. And then I came off prep for a bit, and I thought, because I couldn't train for like a month before that, and I couldn't eat anything at all. So for like 2 weeks I hadn't eaten a lot, and so I couldn't train. I lost a lot of weight. I mean, I got shredded, but then after I came out, I tried to like prioritize my health, and in prioritizing my health, I then gained like 5 kilos, which I had to do because I was unhealthily skinny because I'd lost so much weight. And then somebody in the gym basically said to me, you know, why don't you just still compete? This was like 6 weeks later. So why don't you still compete? You know, like you've already lost the most part of the weight that you needed to. You might as well just go back in. And after he said that, I was like, yeah, do you know what? I might as well. Like, why am I not? Fuck it. Like, I don't want to have already wasted all of the time that I'd already spent dieting. And it was the best decision I think I've made, because everything's just sort of fallen into place around it. Like, I was never supposed to get to finals. I was supposed to have like a week or two like in between the last show and in Vietnam. But when I got the finals invite, because I had enjoyed that first show so much, I thought, do you know what, fuck it. Let's just do finals. Let's just squeeze it in. And so it's been a bit stressful trying to manage everything, but I'm so glad that I made that decision, because it just is going to make that time off all the more sweet, knowing how much effort I've put in throughout the whole year. So I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm grateful that I've gone back onto prep. I'm glad I went back onto prep. I've learned a lot about myself. You always do when it comes to prep. Like, you learn about your discipline, you learn about what you're capable of, what you're able to push through, and then you can just take it into other parts of your life as well. So then my business has improved vastly, like since I've been on prep. Everything just sort of falls into place, because you have so much stuff to do that you have no option but to do it. You can't just procrastinate things. And that's the value that I find from prep. And that's what I'm looking forward to in 2 years' time when I compete again. So I'm going to end the 2 days out video here and get straight to editing it. Hopefully I'll get it ready by tonight so I can upload it tomorrow. But yeah, it's been fun. And I'll pick up tomorrow with 1 day out. And then of course I'll film the show day vlog at the Fit Expo, which I can't wait for. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm enjoying doing the videos still. I'm going to keep doing them. I don't have like an outro or anything yet. Goodbye, I guess. See you tomorrow.